Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is April 29th, 2025. We are looking at Proverbs chapter, 29, and verse 24. A thief's partner is to hate oneself. He hears the curse, but will not testify. This is one of those verses where you can hold on to a lot of things in life, but this is one that really drives a point home. You know what you should do, and you know the consequences of not doing it, and yet you find yourself being loyal to a thought, a person, a task, whatever, that you know you shouldn't be loyal to. Because, well, let's be honest, for me, many times it was because I was going to get in trouble if I spoke out against what it was. See, back in this day, a man who, if there was a crime committed, there was a call that was put out. Anyone that has information about this situation must come forward and tell us what you know. And if you don't, X, Y, and Z is going to happen when we find out. It was called a curse, the negative consequences. And so someone who knew something had to come forward, or they were going to experience worse than, if it was found out, than the consequence of actually participating in it. I grew up under that same type of thought. My parents had a rule. If you do something wrong and you go and lie about it, you're not only going to get the punishment for what you did wrong, but you're going to get the punishment for lying, and it will be greater than the punishment for whatever it was that you did. And so there was a point where we were playing baseball in the backyard, and we were hitting the ball away from the house, but we had a back tip, and it came up and broke the window. And everybody wanted me to lie to my dad and tell him that we don't know how it happened and all of these things. And I went running to my dad and I told him what happened. And I took the consequences for playing baseball in the backyard because he had told us not to do that because we could break a window. Even though we thought we were being smart in how we did it, he was right. And the consequence was I had to fix the window. Horrible consequence, by the way. I had to learn how to fix a broken window. I thought it was horrible at the time. I gained the skill. But it's because I had learned that the curse of not telling the truth was much greater. Because just months before, I had lied about something. There was no way I could get caught, except for I did. And the punishment for what I did was almost nothing. But the punishment for lying was being grounded for 2 weeks to my room. I only came out to go to the bathroom and eat. That was it. And I wasn't allowed to have my toys. And that was back before we had TVs and computers and phones and things like that. So there was nothing to do but read. And I hated reading. When it comes down to it, Solomon is saying, a thief's partner is to hate oneself. If you can't come forward and take the penalty for the things that you've done, you hate yourself. is what Solomon says. That is exactly opposite what I thought I was doing by lying. How about you? And yet, in reality, the truth is, I do hate myself. That's why I didn't want to get caught. It's just something to think about today. Are you going to take ownership for what you do and what you know? In recovery, it's a critical thing, isn't it? Taking ownership of what I've done, what I'm responsible for, and saying, I did this, and I know that the consequences, whatever they are, I should pay. Without excuse. And when we do that, we find healing, don't we? It's a principle. The fear in a man is a snare, but the one who trusts in the Lord is protected. That's the next verse, guys. Fear the Lord. Find the protection. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.